In the vast expanse of human experience, anxiety and worry often surface, threading themselves through our lives like unwelcome intruders. They are universal struggles, affecting us all in varying degrees at different points in our lives. Yet, amidst these storms, a beacon of hope and solace can be found in the wisdom of the Bible. First, we find comfort in the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 34, which reads, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." This verse, nestled within Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, encourages us to live in the present, to not borrow trouble from the future. Next, we turn to Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 to 7. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God which transcends all understanding will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This verse, written by the Apostle Paul, invites us to cast all our anxieties on God, promising divine peace in return. In the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 22, we find another soothing verse. "Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken." This Psalm of David reassures us that God will carry our burdens and provide stability amidst the chaos. Moving on to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7, "Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you." This verse, penned by the Apostle Peter, reminds us of God's personal concern and care for each one of us. Next, in the book of Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This verse, spoken by God through the prophet Isaiah, reassures us of God's constant presence and support. Turning to the book of Psalms again, chapter 23, verse 4, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." This famous Psalm of David reinforces the message of God's unwavering presence, even in our darkest moments. In the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28, we find, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." This verse, written by the Apostle Paul, encourages us to trust in the divine plan, even when we don't understand it. In the book of John, chapter 14, verse 27, Jesus says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid." Here Jesus offers a peace unlike any worldly peace, a peace that calms troubled hearts. Lastly, in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 9, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." This verse, spoken by God to Joshua, encourages us to be brave and strong, knowing that God is with us always. In these verses, we find a clear message. God invites us to cast our anxieties on Him, promising His peace, His support, and His constant presence. They encourage us to live in the present, to trust in His divine plan, and to be brave, knowing that we are not alone. These verses shine a beacon of hope and solace into our struggles, offering a divine perspective on the universal human experiences of anxiety and worry.